So I've been asked how to install a Jay Parts CV Propshaft. I'm only doing this because I've managed to get one with a bike that I came across. So this is the unit. I need to clean it before I put it on, so this will just be a dummy installation. But I'll just preface this, but by my usual trick. So normally here on the diff shaft, you have a hole where the roll pin will go through. It's a little C-shaped pin, really close, in the shape of a tube as well. So that normally will go through there, with the shaft in the middle and out the other side. However, my usual trick is to put a bolt and a nut through it. Somebody will probably tell me I'm wrong, it breaks something. No, it doesn't. I've used this trick for about 6 years, if not more. It just makes it more serviceable. They never get seized in, or if they do get seized in, which I've never had the case of, you've at least got something a bit easier to hit in and bolt. You can tighten it, you can check it's tight, you don't have to worry about it ever coming out. Job done. But the only issue, this is the CV Propshaft, and that hole is well too close to the edge of that housing. So my little trust example I got earlier won't fit, unfortunately. So you put it through there, and of course it won't go in now. Of course it won't. My luck. Even an Allen catch bolt catches on the edge of that housing, which is, as you can see, brilliant. So what I will probably end up doing is shaving one of them down on the grinder. However, my only other issue is when I come to put the nut on the other end. That's got no chance of fitting. Absolutely no chance. So I'll have to figure something out for that. But we'll carry on anyway. I can only show you from this point onwards because I have a bike to build. So unfortunately it's not got no footwells or anything on. But what you would do if you had a bike to strip, footwell off, preferably front plastic, side plastic, footwell off as a minimum really. And that is about it. You can do this with the tank in, 10 times easier if you don't have it in. But obviously somebody probably won't want to strip it down that much to put this prop shaft in. So you'll have your existing prop shaft through there. You'll either get a punch and a hammer, move that out the way, and knock that roll pin out. Or I use an air hammer, ridiculously good for getting stuff out. So that'll come out. And what you'll do is you'll slide your CV, you'll slide your original prop shaft backwards. It'll move over these splines. Then you'll slide it back forwards, misaligning this from the shaft, push it forward to that side of the diff, and then this will allow this end to come off. Then you'll pull it back out and out the side. And again, same installation process for this. So let me just remove 2 seconds. Back again, I've just had to use 2 hands to take that bolt out. Yes, I might be in the way of it here. So you're going to take this, slide it through there. Doesn't matter what angle or splines you're on this side. So that will slide onto there. It comes back all the way to the back, as far as you can get it. Sorry if I'm moving about a fair bit. And then you'll rotate your diff. It comes out free, and you will then rotate your shaft as well. Your prop shaft, that is, to line up the 2 mating holes. And then, once lined up, you'll slide it forward and on like that. And them holes will be lined up. And that's where you'll tap your new roll pin in with a hammer and a punch. And then that is secure on. Then grease this fitting after installation, Give it a fair bit, squeeze it real tight until you see it coming out the end. Yeah, because you'll see it coming out the end of these splines. Now, one thing I did forget to show you was I apply this anti-seize copper slip, high temperature anti-seize compound to the inside of my splines there, the outside of the dish splines, same on this end. And then I put the grease on top. It's worked for me for years. I get minimal, if any, wear on my splines. And I can only go off what I use and what's worked for me. So that's what I do. Obviously follow the install guide from Jay Parts as much as possible. But just my tips and tricks. When I find a remedy to this, I will be sure to post it or let you know. Because this, to me, is one of the easiest maintainability hacks for these. Because these can get seized in there quite well. The only other thing I would say is if you've got to use a roll pin, which we do so far, apply some anti-seize to it. Because they are a tight fit anyway, but a bit of anti-seize will just help it stop corroding in there. But from what I've seen from the person who's asked me, so Alan, you ride in the desert mainly, so moisture corrosion shouldn't be such a big issue for yourself, but keeping it clean maybe with all the sand you're riding. So the main thing is, like I said, just plenty of lubrication. Keep this topped up every so often, because obviously grease will work out there and dust will work in. And that's that. Easy as. As easy it sounds a lot easier saying it than doing it. The more bodywork you remove, the easier it is. As you can see, no footwell, no side panel, no top piece, no tank. Easy as anything. But if you want to remove the tank, if you don't want to remove the tank, it will just be sat there. You'll just have to slide it underneath. Can be done it plenty of times. Hope this helps someone. I know it'll definitely help Alan, but I'll be putting this on YouTube as well for anyone else that wants to understand how you do it. Thank you very much.